But I want to focus right now on the multi-agency investigation and the details that have emerged of what kind of a blast this was. Why did we see 10 lives being lost? Here's the exact sequence of events that unfolded yesterday in the national capital, culminating in that tragic explosion outside the Red Fort.
After 14 years, another blast has jolted the national capital. An explosion right outside the seat of the capital's imperial legacy, the iconic Red Fort. The key piece of evidence in this case is a Hyundai i20 car that was used to carry out the terror attack. On Monday morning around 8 a.m., the car entered Delhi through the Badarpur border. At 8:20, the car was seen near a petrol pump in the Okla area. At 3:19 p.m., the car was parked in the Suneri Masjid parking lot near the Red Fort. The car stayed there for 3 hours, and shortly after exiting the parking lot, it exploded.
This is the same parking area where I-20 was parked for at least 3 hours. It entered in parking lot at around 3:18 p.m. and was here till 6:40 p.m. And at around 6:40 p.m. the car owner took out the car from parking area, and then the car was driven around the Red Fort area, and then it reached there at the Red Fort red light, which is right in front of entry gate of Chandni Chowk. And then there at 6:52 p.m. the blast took place.
This car was allegedly driven by Dr. Mohammad Umar, who is believed to be the mastermind of the terror attack and was allegedly part of the Faridabad module. Sources tell India Today that Umar reportedly panicked and allegedly triggered the blast near the Red Fort after investigators arrested 2 key members of the module. The magnitude and impact of the blast was so big that the nearby Gauri Shankar temple and the Jain temple were affected.
Right now we are there at the Jain temple, and let me first try to show you. You can see as to how the blast spot is barely 200 meters away from the very place from where I am right now reporting, and you can clearly see as to how this is the main office of the Jain Digambar temple, and here you can see as to how the shattered pieces, the broken pieces of glasses are now lying on the floor, and this shows the kind of intensity the blast had, that the entire window of this office came down. It broke down, and shattered pieces, the broken pieces of glasses are still lying on the table.
दिल्ली के गौरी शंकर मंदिर में आपको तस्वीरें दिखा दें कि जब तकरीबन 7 बजे के आसपास ये ब्लास्ट हुआ, उस दौरान मंदिर के अंदर पूजा जो है वो चल रही थी। उसी दौरान ये जो विंडो अगर आप देख रहे हैं, ये पूरी तरीके से यहाँ पर कांच जो है वो टूट गया। इंटेंसिटी काफी ज्यादा हाई थी, और रोजाना मंदिर के अंदर काफी बड़ी संख्या में श्रद्धालु जो है वो पूजा अर्चना करने के लिए आते हैं, और इसका इम्पैक्ट जो है वो मंदिर के अंदर भी साफ तौर पर जो है वो नजर आया। यहाँ पर जो पुजारी बैठे हुए थे, पूजा अर्चना कर रहे थे, उन्होंने भी इस धमाके का महसूस जो है वो किया।
As the probe in this case deepens, police and intelligence agencies believe that a large quantity of ammonium nitrate was used in the terror attack. The explosives were laced with fuel oil and attached to detonators. However, agencies have not found any wires or shrapnel. As the probe in this case proceeds and agencies unearth the terror network behind the blast, India's stand is clear. Every act of terror is an act of war. With Piyush Mishra and Sushant Mehra, Bureau Report, India Today.